What I'm praying for is that this phone stays propped up on this lamp. I got this thing rigged. Hopefully it won't tip over. Happy 4th of July, y'all. If y'all hear fireworks, it's because it's the 4th of July, child. And they popping them pretty close to me. So y'all may hear a boom or whatever. Hopefully I don't jump because, the phone, will tip right on over like Scarlet and it'll be a wrap. Okay, so Bad Boys Club. So let's get into it. So the first thing we see Mo, Orlando, and Adonis. They're sitting down at the table talking. Mo is convinced that Raz-B did this whole thing for attention. I can't deny nor confirm that. I hope not. But this is reality television, so there you go. People have done weirder things. This is my shirt. I got powders and stuff on it. Been cleaning and doing a bunch of stuff. So anyway, I hope that's not the case, but we've seen people do worse things in reality television for views and clicks, etc. So I don't know. I don't think it was a attention thing personally. I think it was just maybe a break, a mental break, or maybe this is just a part of his personality because he has something, mentally going on, or maybe he was just crunk up on something, But I don't know. Like I say, I don't know which is which. I don't know if Mo's telling the truth or if my theory is correct, and I guess we'll never know, whatever. But in today's time, Raz-B seems to be doing a little better, so there you go. I'm always ashy, washing my hands, etc. My lotion's in the bathroom. Anyway, let me see. So Orlando, he's talking and stuff, and we found out that him and Raz-B is a lot closer than what we thought, or at least what I thought. Apparently, him and Raz-B are actually like friends, for real. Raz-B says that he knows his mom, he talked to his mom, he talked to his brother, etc., and they're just praying for Raz-B's healing. And I'm just like, when I really sit back and think about it, there's not many times that I've seen Orlando actually have Raz-B's back. He's definitely played both sides, and outside of this event happening with Raz-B being the aggressor and the wrong one in the situation, the time when what Orlando do? When Orlando told that Chef D said that he was gonna hit Carry On and Prince and all that. Remember that? And then Chef D ended up hitting Raz-B and stuff, and Orlando, and Raz-B told Orlando that in confidence, and he tried to act like he didn't know what was going on and at first, and then see, so it's you act real funny, Orlando, but now he's trying to be all brotherly and calling his mama and stuff and making sure to let him know he good and all that kind of stuff. It's just, I don't know. I think Orlando has been entertaining on the show, but as far as this whole brotherhood thing, it's a chop for me. Like, I've seen it from the very beginning, not just with Orlando and Raz-B, but just in general. There's no brotherhood here. I think some of them are actually friends, but the rest are just co-workers, like Relly said later on in the episode. There's no brotherhood collectively out of all of them. Out of all 10 of them, some of them went home, came back, etc. But out of all 10 cast members that started off this season, as a collective, there's no brotherhood whatsoever. So whatever. I knew there was some BS. Oh, we're going to have our back if we out at the club. Because it's us against the world when we out in public. Well, Jonathan broke that rule, but didn't nobody say nothing to him. And then here come Mo City to take it up. After Jonathan hit Raz-B, here come Mo City to hit Raz-B from behind, like he been doing all season, knocking people out from the side and hitting them from the back. Where is it? That's what you do to your brother out in public. I thought we all supposed to have each other's back. See, it's all BS, child. If I went on these shows, I wouldn't trust a soul. I'll be myself, whichever person I choose to be that day. I'll, but I'm always have my cat out. I'm never gonna trust. It's only a certain level that you're gonna get with me at all times. 'Cause I couldn't be bothered. You never know. People just turn on you, child. Okay, so moving on from that scene, we have Chef D, Ara, Prince, and Relly. So Relly ended up coming back to the house from him being with his sister-in-law, his boyfriend's sister. Y'all know that she allegedly tried to commit, the S. But he didn't give us an update on that and how she just came back to the house like he just went to the grocery store or something. So I don't know. I would have liked an update at least to know how she doing. But he didn't say anything, or at least I missed it. So they're downloading Relly about what happened with Raz-B, even though he already knew about it because of the blogs and everything else. Relly is very, he's rational and stuff, and he thinks how the majority of us think, and in this particular situation with Raz-B, that was just like, why they kept allowing him back on the bus. I said the same thing. Why did he keep being allowed back on the group, around the group? But that's not on the cast members to handle Raz-B. That's on the security and on the producers to handle Raz-B. But of course, it didn't happen. Nothing was handled. So it was just silly. Y'all saw that he was crunk up, either on something or a mental situation, yet nothing was done about it. So, I don't know. Let me see. They asked Ara how he feels if Raz-B come back to the house. He was just like, well, I'll be cool with Raz-B, but I just know for his safety, everybody else might not be cool with Raz-B coming back into the house. Like they may try to jump him or whatever, which is on brand. I wouldn't be shocked. Y'all heard that? So, dogs barking, child. I'm in the hood. Okay, let me see. So moving on from that scene, Prince had a little moment with Relly where he told him to suck his you-know-what, and, Relly, he loved that kind of commentary. And I'm just like, it's interesting. A lot of the boys are really coming out of their shell on this episode. We'll talk a little bit more about that later on. So we get on the bus. Adonis is basically showing appreciation and expressing his appreciation and love and respect that he has for the guys. He was just like, if anybody messing with y'all, I got y'all back, blah, blah, blah. Didn't nobody really say nothing. They didn't say, oh, I got your back too, or nothing. Which I thought was it's nice. And I applaud people for being themselves, even if other people disagree or don't understand it or whatever. Which is why, one reason why I like Ara so much. And Adonis was feeling vulnerable in that moment, so he expressed it. So good for him. But that's another thing about being on these kind of shows. You don't really know how people truly feel, or if they feel the same way as you. So Adonis saying he basically, really care about the guys, and he like everybody, and, it's a brotherhood, blah, blah, blah. You see the other guys probably don't feel the same way about him. So it's just unfortunate in situations when you can't really be vulnerable. Or if you do be vulnerable, it's not reciprocated. So, I don't know how he felt, or if he felt that in that moment, but I definitely did. I was just like, oh, it was kind of cringy watching it. It's like he was just pouring his heart out and nobody was there to wipe it up, so to speak. So, whatever. Let me see. They got on who all been to jail. Apparently, they've all been to jail. Ara said that he's not been to jail, but he was in some kind of detention center, holding center, or something, or whatever. He don't have a record. Like he wasn't. He has nothing on his record, but he was picked up by the police. I don't know. I didn't understand the whole thing. To me, it all sounds like jail. um, a detention center, whatever. It's all the same thing. So I don't know, but any opportunity they get to go against anything the IRA says, they'll take it. So there you go. Okay, so we get back to the house. Well, actually, the new house. This is the last stop, I think. So the guys are in Dallas, Texas. They're in this beautiful home. It's all on the inside. It's big. It's huge, but it's very vacant. Everything is white. There was no furniture. I was just like, so y'all just threw these boys up in here. They didn't even bother putting no furniture down. They didn't want them to mess up the furniture. I'm assuming that's a brand spanking new house. And already they go upstairs and find for rooms, really trying to kick people out the rooms and stuff. And it was just silly. I'm just like, at this point, we still fight for rooms. Why on any of these shows we have to fight for rooms? Why can't everybody just have the same kind of room? Have everybody have their own room and own bathroom, if possible, and call it a day. Like, I don't get it. Or just get hotel rooms. Have everybody have the exact same room, but their own bathroom. I'm big on having my own bathroom. I'm one of those people. I just, even if I got to sleep on the couch, please let me just have my own bathroom with the shower and or tub or whatever, a full bath. Please, that's all I ask for. I just need peace. That's just my place of peace. I just want to be able to sit down or do whatever, get in that tub and just relax and not have to worry about somebody knocking on the door because they gotta pee. But whatever. Okay, so moving on from that. So Jonathan's back. Jonathan's been back. He's been gone for a while. Jonathan gets out the car. It might have been a limo. He had on a burgundy fur with a bonnet and swim trunks. I screamed. The swim trunks, they might not have been swim trunks, but they looked like swim trunks. They were yellow and orange and white, the burgundy fur, and then the black bonnet. I said, yes, ma'am. So it's Jonathan's birthday, and Chef D wanted to surprise his twin for his birthday party. So he purposely chose the master suite for Jonathan. He put up balloons and stuff that said happy birthday. They were gold and black. It was really cute. All the guys was there for him. Chef D had brought him a cake. He threw the cake in his face. And then, of course, Jonathan, he started throwing cake on everybody, child. Really busted his tail. I know that hurt in the morning. He hit his tailbone hard on that tub and collapsed to the floor. I said, oh, Lord, I know that hurt. But anyway, so then the guys are sitting around talking. They getting ready for Jonathan's big birthday bash. They're trying to figure out how they're going to make money from this, etc. It was just like, well, this is not my city. This is apparently Carry On City. But Darrell says that he has a big following there too. And so they're trying to get bottle girls and, charging people at the door. They're trying to set up the whole situation. And Mo City, he says that he's willing to sell parts of his body. The D and the A, charge or whatever. Somebody come back to the house, he do this, do that, etc. And, I was just like, oh, okay. And, it was parts of him that we've never seen before. Certain things he talked about, vibes, a voice change, even a personality switch. It was just certain parts that we've never seen before from Mo City. The things that we've been speculating or whatever. And, finally, on damn near the season finale, the real him, I guess he's finally comfortable around the camera, is starting to seep out. And I was just like, oh, child, well, look. I don't know if this is true or not, but allegedly, Mo City came out as bisexual. Or he knew who he was, I guess. But, he told the world he was bisexual, allegedly, on IG Live. I don't even think I follow him. I don't think. But apparently he said that he was bisexual. But I thought that he was straight. Didn't he say that he was straight? Or something? I don't know. But whatever. But I still don't care. I still don't care for him. So who cares? So that was that. Okay, so Orlando, he comes to talk to Jonathan. He wanted to, of course, talk about the whole Raz-B thing. And Jonathan was just like, I don't really have a issue with Jonathan like that. With Raz-B, I just felt like it was just super disrespectful for him to bring a knife and all that, which it was. Raz-B was wrong. Straight up, he was wrong. And he said, but I don't mind. Like, the only way I talk to him is if he apologized and whoop to whoop. So it is good to see that Jonathan's not holding any kind of grudges against Raz-B. But it's interesting because Jonathan seemed to hold a grudge against Anthony, though. But you don't want to hold a grudge against Raz-B. You can forgive Raz-B, but you can't forgive Anthony. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. Maybe Jonathan and Anthony was closer or something. I don't know. But it's weird. It's weird because he fell out with Anthony over Anthony doing business with somebody he don't like or somebody he's beefing with. That was the beef, right? But allegedly, I say alleged because allegedly Raz-B was coming to cut you up, Jonathan. He brought a whole knife to set to specifically go after you. But that's forgiven. So it is interesting. It's interesting. Yeah, so anyway, Raz-B showed up to the house all wrapped up. And he immediately apologized to Jonathan. Jonathan heard him out, and it was nice. One thing I did not like, though, was the whole time when Raz-B was, basically spilling his heart out to Jonathan and apologizing, saying he was drunk or whatever as to why he did that. He felt attacked because of what Adonis said on the bus, that he would murder him and all that kind of stuff. That's why he said he got the knife. But the thing that I didn't like was this whole time in the confessionals, Jonathan was basically boosting his head up saying, yeah, he better apologize. He know not to mess with me. Oh, he's apologizing because he know I'm not the one. Like, you old enough to be my daddy and all this kind of stuff. He just kept making comments. Like, Jonathan was just so cocky and not apologetic at all. Now, like I said in my videos, I understand the frustration that they all had with Raz-B. That Raz-B was wrong, without a doubt. And I even understand why Jonathan would hit him that first time in the studio, because Raz-B has apparently been on 10 all day, and he came up in the studio crunk up, and, Jonathan hit him. So, I even kind of understand why that would happen. But for Jonathan to hit him at the club again, that was the part that was unnecessary, and that gave me bully behavior. And even, like I said, Jonathan in his confessionals, the fact that he felt bad about nothing. Like, I understand that he brought a knife onto set. That is wrong, right? But why do you think it's okay to continuously keep hitting him, especially when he's not hitting you back? That's what I don't get. Why is your remedy to everything is to fight when it don't do anything at the end of the day? Because what if Raz-B would have hit you back? Then you and Raz-B be fighting. And then the next time you see Raz-B, y'all gonna fight again. And then again. And then again. It's just like, I don't know. But, look, nobody's perfect. Everybody's a work in progress. Everybody has different ways of handling situations, especially people on TV. And so, I don't know. All we see on these shows is what we see. An edited version of however many hours they film. And that's just whatever narrative that we see is what we see. And then we just form our own opinions about it. That's it. So, I don't know. That's what I have to say about that. Only they know the true issue as to what actually happened and stuff with Raz-B, but just from what I see, it's just a lot of flip two-sided behavior. It's a lot of hypocrisy. It's a lot of nitpicking. It's a lot of slick bullying. It's a lot of purposely misunderstanding. It's a lot of not understanding. It's just a lot. It's a lot. It's very cliquish. This season has been very cliquish. You can tell the people that's actually friends. You can tell the people that's not friends at all. You can tell the people that pretends to be friends. Yeah, it's been a lot, child. So I think next week is actually the season finale. I think. So yeah, I don't think they're gonna have a reunion. I don't know, child. It's a mess. It's craziness. But apparently now they're finally starting to include Ara on stuff on the season finale. Child, bad. Child, Ara got a single out. I screamed when I saw it on his page. He did his own little banger single, because they didn't let him on the song. And so it was funny. It was like a response video. It's super funny. But that was it, child. With that said, I'm MrChalaki. MrChalaki on the Google Plus. Follow me at @SkinsWar on Instagram and Twitter, at @SkinsWar89 on Snapchat, Chase King on Facebook, MrChalaki on Cash App and PayPal, Chasey Boy on TikTok. And with that said, run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys later.